Love is a game that two can play and both win. Eva Gabor. The greatest happiness of life is the conviction that we are loved. Victor Hugo. Love is not a feeling of happiness. Love is a willingness to sacrifice. Michael Novak. Being deeply loved by someone gives you strength, while loving someone deeply gives you courage. Lao Tzu. Love is composed of a single soul inhabiting two bodies. Aristotle. The best love is the kind that awakens the soul and makes us reach for more, that plants a fire in our hearts and brings peace to our minds. Nicholas Sparks. Love is not just looking at each other, it's looking in the same direction. Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. Love is an untamed force. When we try to control it, it destroys us. When we try to imprison it, it enslaves us. When we try to understand it, it leaves us feeling lost and confused. Paulo Coelho. Love is the voice under all silences, the hope which has no opposite in fear, the strength so strong mere force is feebleness, the truth more first than sun, more last than star. E. E. Cummings. Love is a force more formidable than any other. It is invisible, it cannot be seen or measured, yet it is powerful enough to transform you in a moment, and offer you more joy than any material possession could. Barbara de Angelis. Love is an act of endless forgiveness, a tender look which becomes a habit. Peter Ustinov. The best and most beautiful things in this world cannot be seen or even heard, but must be felt with the heart. Helen Keller. Love is a canvas furnished by nature and embroidered by imagination. Voltaire. Love is a choice you make from moment to moment. Barbara de Angelis. To love is to receive a glimpse of heaven. Karen Sundy. The art of love is largely the art of persistence. Albert Ellis. Love is the condition in which the happiness of another person is essential to your own. Robert A. Heinlein. True love is rare, and it's the only thing that gives life real meaning. Nicholas Sparks. Love is the answer, and you know that for sure. Love is a flower, you've got to let it grow. John Lennon. The only thing we never get enough of is love, and the only thing we never give enough of is love. Henry Miller. Love is the flower you've got to let grow. John Lennon. Love is when the other person's happiness is more important than your own. H. Jackson Brown, Jr. The best love is the kind that awakens the soul and makes us reach for more, that plants a fire in our hearts and brings peace to our minds. Nicholas Sparks. Love is a promise, love is a souvenir, once given never forgotten, never let it disappear. John Lennon. Love is a smoke made with the fume of sighs. William Shakespeare. Love is an adventure, a quest to the unknown, a search for treasure, a longing for home. Emily Matthews. The most important thing in life is to learn how to give out love, and to let it come in. Maury Schwartz. Love is not a feeling, Mr. Burns. It's an ability. Terry Pratchett. The way to love anything is to realize that it may be lost. Gilbert K. Chesterton. Love is like a river, always changing, but always finding you again somewhere down the road. Kelly Elaine. To love someone deeply gives you strength. Being loved by someone deeply gives you courage. Lao Tzu. Love is the magician that pulls man out of his own hat. Ben Hecht. The greatest thing you'll ever learn is to love and be loved in return. Eden Abes. Love is the only force capable of transforming an enemy into a friend. Martin Luther King Jr. Love is like a friendship caught on fire. Bruce Lee. We loved with a love that was more than love. Edgar Allan Poe. We come to love not by finding a perfect person, but by learning to see an imperfect person perfectly. Sam Keen. The more one judges, the less one loves. Honoré de Balzac. Love is not about what we did yesterday, it's about what we do today and tomorrow and the day after. Grace De Niro. The greatest happiness you can have is knowing that you do not necessarily require happiness. William Saroyan. To love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance. Oscar Wilde. True love is eternal, infinite, and always like itself. It is equal and pure, without violent demonstrations, it is seen with white hairs and is always young in the heart. Honoré de Balzac. Love is a song that never ends. Bambi. The best proof of love is trust. Joyce Brothers. Love is the bridge between you and everything. Rumi. Love is like the wind, you can't see it but you can feel it. Nicholas Sparks. Love is the master key that opens the gates of happiness. Oliver Wendell Holmes Sr. Love is not about possession. It's not about wanting someone to belong to you. It's about finding someone who will belong with you. Yasmin Mogahed. The best thing to hold on to in life is each other. Audrey Hepburn. Love is an endless act of forgiveness. Forgiveness is me giving up the right to hurt you for hurting me. Beyoncé. Love is the only gold. Alfred Lord Tennyson.